Remember the good old days of grabbing a cheesy bean and rice burrito for a buck? Those times are slowly fading, just like the dream of a $5 lunch. Taco Bell, known for its budget-friendly eats, isn't immune to the rising tide of inflation. Just like your morning cup of joe, Taco Bell staples are feeling the heat. Customers are venting online about their favorite items disappearing or ballooning in price. One customer mourns the loss of the $2 Chipotle Ranch chicken burrito, replaced by a pricier and apparently inferior version. Another laments that even basic meals now break the $10 barrier. These frustrations echo a larger economic concern: inflation. The price of everything from tacos to rent is on the rise. Taco Bell's menu changes might be a sign of the times, a symptom of a larger issue impacting wallets nationwide. What does this trend mean for the economy now, though, and how does it relate to the economy in the past? Let's take a trip back in time, not quite to the Great Depression, but a period with unsettling similarities. The 1970s saw a nasty combo of high inflation and economic slowdown, a situation eerily mirroring today's headlines. Back then, the oil crisis sent shockwaves through the system, pushing prices up while growth stagnated. While the current situation isn't a carbon copy of the 70s, rising cost of everyday items like your Taco Bell cravings is a red flag. It hints at a potential economic downturn, much like the early signs seen in previous periods. Here's why this price surge is a cause for concern. Firstly, wages just aren't keeping pace with inflation. Sure, the unemployment rate has improved since the pandemic peak, but real wages, adjusted for inflation, have actually shrunk by about 2.4%, according to the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis. That means even with a job, your paycheck buys less, making it a struggle to find necessities like that delicious and increasingly expensive Crunchwrap Supreme. Secondly, the current economic wobbles, characterized by inflation and supply chain woes, mirror the pre-recession jitters of the past. Remember the roaring 20s just before the Great Depression? They were fueled by risky investments and a mountain of consumer debt, much like the economic boom leading up to the pandemic. When that bubble burst, the consequences were severe and long-lasting. Today, financial experts from big publications like Bloomberg and the Wall Street Journal are warning that our current economic instability could be a prelude to a similar recessionary threat. The rising cost of Taco Bell isn't just about skimping on your lunch break. It's a microcosm of larger economic trends that could signal a coming downturn. By understanding these warning signs, we can potentially prepare for and lessen the blow of a more significant economic crisis. Consider the price of your beloved Crunchwrap Supreme. According to the latest data, the average price of a Crunchwrap Supreme at Taco Bell has increased by 8.2% over the past year, now costing around $4.29. This is in line with the overall trend of rising menu prices across the fast food industry, which has seen an average increase of 7.1% in the last 12 months. The price hikes extend beyond just the Crunchwrap Supreme. A bean and cheese burrito, once a budget-friendly option, now costs an average of $2.49, a 6.9% increase from the previous year. Even value items like the nacho fries have seen a 5.3% price jump, now costing $1.89 on average. The price hikes extend beyond tacos. From value fries to breakfast burritos, everything on the menu seems to be inching upwards. A once budget-friendly option like a bean and cheese burrito might no longer fit the bill. And this isn't just a Taco Bell problem, it's a symptom of broader inflationary pressures impacting the entire food industry. One of the primary drivers behind the Taco Bell price hikes is the rising cost of key ingredients. According to industry data, the prices of essential Taco Bell components such as beef, cheese, and produce have increased by an average of 9.2% over the past year. This is due to a combination of supply chain disruptions, adverse weather conditions, and overall inflationary pressures on the food industry. In addition to the rising costs, Taco Bell, like many other fast food chains, has also had to contend with the challenge of staffing its restaurants. The average hourly wage for Taco Bell employees has increased by 4.1% as the company struggles to attract and retain workers in a tight labor market. This, in turn, has put additional pressure on the company's operational expenses, leading to the need to raise menu prices. The impact of these price increases is starting to be felt by Taco Bell's loyal customer base. According to a recent survey, some regular Taco Bell customers are now visiting the chain less frequently or opting for cheaper menu items to offset the higher costs. This shift in consumer behavior isn't unique to Taco Bell, as it's a trend observed across the fast food industry. The reactions to the Taco Bell price hikes have been mixed, with some customers understanding the economic realities that are driving the changes, while others express frustration at the perceived loss of the brand's affordability and charm. The sentiment is particularly strong among young customers who are more price-conscious and have a wider range of options from competitors and local establishments. Moreover, did you know that in some locations the price of a Taco Bell Crunchwrap Supreme has increased by nearly 10% in the past year? Reports from reliable sources like the Wall Street Journal make it clear that Taco Bell, known for its affordable and convenient offerings, is grappling with rising costs while also striving to maintain its brand image. The way Taco Bell sets its prices reflects the brand's historical positioning as a budget-friendly fast food option. Customers have seen the cost of a Crunchwrap Supreme rise from around $3.89 to as much as $4.29 in recent months. This increase is part of a larger strategy to balance the rising expenses for ingredients, labor, and overall operational costs, which have been exacerbated by the current economic climate. Taco Bell, like many other fast food chains, sources its key ingredients from a global supply chain. The volatile nature of the food commodity market, with fluctuations in price due to unpredictable weather patterns and political unrest in major agricultural regions, has put significant pressure on the company's bottom line. To maintain profitability and protect its brand image, Taco Bell has had to pass on these increased costs to its customers. The impact of these price hikes is being felt by Taco Bell's loyal customer base, who have grown accustomed to the brand's affordability and value proposition. As the cost of a Taco Bell meal rises, some customers may even be more inclined to opt for cheaper menu items or even explore alternative dining options, potentially leading to a shift in consumer behavior. This challenge is not unique to Taco Bell. It's a trend observed across the fast food industry, as companies grapple with the realities of a volatile economic landscape. As the cost of doing business continues to rise, it'll be crucial for Taco Bell and its competitors to strike a delicate balance between maintaining profitability and preserving their customer base's trust and loyalty. By staying attuned to the evolving needs and preferences of their patrons, Taco Bell and other fast food chains can navigate these challenges and potentially mitigate the impact of any broader economic downturn. As the industry continues to adapt to the changing market conditions, the ability to provide affordable and accessible dining options will be a key factor in determining the long-term success of these brands. To navigate this challenge, Taco Bell is likely exploring new strategies to retain customer loyalty and spending. One approach might involve introducing limited-time, higher-priced menu items alongside their core offerings. This could include premium ingredients or unique flavor combinations that attract customers willing to pay a bit more. Additionally, Taco Bell could expand its rewards program, incentivizing frequent purchases and potentially driving up average order value. Technology could also play a role. Investing in their mobile app and pre-ordering features could streamline the customer experience, potentially justifying higher prices by offering greater convenience. A faster, more efficient ordering process could help offset sticker shock. It's important to remember that rising ingredient costs are a major factor. Just like coffee beans impacting coffee shops, Taco Bell's core ingredients, meat, cheese, and vegetables, are likely experiencing price hikes. These external pressures contribute to the need for adjustments. The question remains, though, can Taco Bell successfully balance value perception with necessary price increases? Only time will tell if their strategies will keep customers loyal and their bottom line healthy. Let's delve deeper into the factors driving Taco Bell's price hikes. Taco Bell's core ingredients face their own challenges. Beef prices, for instance, can fluctuate based on factors like weather patterns and livestock diseases. Disruptions in the supply chain, like port congestion or transportation delays, can further impact ingredient costs. Labor shortages are another significant pressure point. Taco Bell struggles to find and retain workers in a competitive job market. The pandemic exacerbated this issue, with many opting for better paying or remote work opportunities. To attract and keep employees, Taco Bell might need to offer higher wages, impacting their bottom line. But beyond ingredients and labor, operational costs are rising too. Renting prime locations with high foot traffic comes at a premium, and lease rates are on the rise. Utilities like electricity and gas are also becoming more expensive, impacting the cost of running equipment, keeping lights on, and maintaining a comfortable environment for customers. In essence, Taco Bell faces a multi-pronged challenge. Rising ingredient costs, labor shortages, and increasing operational expenses all contribute to the need for price adjustments. Their success hinges on navigating this tightrope, balancing value perception with necessary price increases while keeping their customers and business afloat. Each of these factors, the cost of ingredients, labor, and operational expenses, is crucial in determining how Taco Bell sets its prices. Due to these rising costs, the price of a Taco Bell meal also increases. There is a point beyond which prices must rise to maintain the business, even though the company strives to stay competitive by covering some of these costs. According to recent statistics, nearly 60% of Americans have altered their Taco Bell purchasing habits due to price increases. This shift in consumer behavior highlights the significance of rising prices in the fast food industry. People are reevaluating how they budget for and think about their Taco Bell consumption because of these changes, demonstrating the impact of rising prices on consumer behavior. Many customers are reducing their Taco Bell visits due to higher prices affecting their wallets. Some individuals are now limiting their trips to Taco Bell to just a few times a week, while others are opting for smaller orders or cheaper menu items, such as value fries or a bean and cheese burrito, to reduce the cost per meal. This adaptation to higher prices showcases the resilience of consumers in the face of economic challenges. According to the Wall Street Journal, individuals are now spending approximately $25 less per month on Taco Bell as they seek ways to economize without completely giving up their fast food indulgence. This shift reflects a clear trend towards seeking more affordable options as the prices of fast food continue to rise. In response to escalating prices at major chains like Taco Bell, there's been a notable surge in patronage at local eateries offering more budget-friendly alternatives compared to larger franchises. The current economic climate has prompted consumers to reevaluate their spending habits, leading many to opt for more cost-effective solutions like brewing their own coffee or preparing meals at home. This shift towards homemade options not only offers financial savings, but also allows individuals to customize their Taco Bell experience to suit their preferences, showcasing a broader trend towards frugality and self-sufficiency in the face of rising prices in the fast food industry. The way people perceive the value of Taco Bell is also undergoing significant changes. According to a recent survey, many consumers still appreciate the convenience and atmosphere of dining at a Taco Bell, but a growing number feel that the costs are becoming too high compared to the benefits, especially considering the availability of cheaper alternatives. The quality of Taco Bell's offerings remains paramount, but there is a shift in the perception of what constitutes a fair price. This trend not only reflects the economic pressures on daily expenses like housing and healthcare, but also underscores the broader economic challenges faced by individuals. Those with limited financial resources are more likely to allocate their budget towards essential expenses such as daily meals, making the rise in Taco Bell prices more burdensome for them. The increased costs not only inconvenience these individuals, but also exacerbate their financial struggles. Consider those who once indulged in small pleasures like a Taco Bell meal as a treat. Now many are forced to forego this indulgence due to the rising prices. The Wall Street Journal noted that the decision to cut back on such small luxuries is a sign of a deeper issue: stagnant wages that fail to keep pace with inflation, further straining the financial well-being of those already struggling to pay their bills. The rising cost of Taco Bell meals is a reflection of the broader economic challenges faced by consumers, particularly those on a budget. As the industry continues to adapt to changing market conditions, Taco Bell and other fast food chains must navigate the delicate balance between maintaining profitability and preserving customer loyalty in the face of economic pressures. The impact of rising Taco Bell prices extends beyond individual consumer choices, reflecting broader economic dynamics across various sectors. These price increases have ripple effects that resonate in multiple areas, including housing and healthcare. Inflationary trends in these essential sectors mirror the challenges faced in the fast food industry, with rent costs in major U.S. cities rising by up to 15% and healthcare expenses increasing by approximately 12%, outpacing wage growth. The interconnected nature of these financial challenges underscores how rising costs in essential industries can strain household budgets, limiting discretionary spending and potentially dampening overall economic activity. As consumers allocate more of their income towards basic necessities, they have less disposable income to stimulate economic growth, leading to a potential slowdown in economic expansion. The parallels between the impact of rising Taco Bell prices and broader inflationary pressures highlight the growing disparity between income levels and the cost of living. This widening gap not only affects individual standards of living, but also poses challenges to the economic stability of communities at large. Looking ahead, the trajectory of Taco Bell prices is expected to continue rising due to factors like climate change affecting production regions and increasing global demand. Analysts predict a further 10 to 15% increase in Taco Bell prices over the next 2 to 3 years, driven by rising labor and shipping costs. As the middle class expands globally, the demand for Taco Bell grows, exerting additional upward pressure on prices. If you found this information insightful, consider subscribing to our channel for more updates on economic trends and consumer insights. Remember to like this video and hit the bell icon to receive notifications whenever new content is posted.